It's why I'm so passionate about talking about long-term care. A proper long-term care plan is you putting down in your financial plan and clearly stating that I love my family, I do not wanna be a burden on them, and I wanna have great options for when that time comes, for me receiving the care I need, and for my family being able to love me to the capacity that they can. I'm not here to tell you that if you need care down the road, your family can't be in the picture. Just like the daughter wanted to be there for her mother, you may want to be there for your parents too in the same exact way. And I'm not telling you you can't, but you don't have to jeopardize everything else that you love because a care plan was never put into place. So what I do on a daily basis is I sit down with families and I have the hard conversations. And the first question I always ask a family is, if you were to need care, what's the plan? What is the plan? I'm not here to tell you you need to do this, you need to, what's your plan? If if you were to have a health change in retirement and like 70% plus of other Americans needed long-term care at some point, what's your plan? From there, I take families through a comprehensive plan of figuring out if it's a long-term care policy that we should implement, or if they have assets that they currently have that they can reposition to also take some of that care burden off the table. But ultimately, really what we're always trying to do is create a pool of money that is dedicated care income, whether it's out of your pocket, out of an insurance company's pocket. We want to have a pool of income that no matter what happens to us, it will step in and make the financial stresses and obligations and commitments of long term care not seem so daunting. One thing I want to leave you with as well is long term care is not an asset problem. You may have enough money to pay for it, you may not. I don't know your situation, but what I can tell you is, for anyone, it is an income problem. You're getting a bill one day, it's got no end date, and it's going to keep coming in. 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month. Do you have a plan to support this bill now that's got no end date and it's not going to be going away? And I'm talking to you. If you feel like you really do love your family, and that question I started off with maybe questioning whether you do, if you really do, you got to sit down, you got to have those hard conversations. You got to get in front of a financial professional like myself that truly does love planning around long-term care. And it's not because it's exciting, fun conversations all the time, but because I know you need it. I know that when you hit that what if moment down the road, 10, 20 years from now, and it's become a reality, you're going to be thanking me. Your family's going to be thanking me. And if I can be a small piece of your overall plan, and I can be that person in your corner advocating for you financially because you told me that you love your family, if I can be a piece of that story, after some of the things that I've seen from families off on the good, the bad, the ugly in this industry and with long-term care specifically, if I can be the light in your story, I'd love that opportunity. And I just challenge you to be honest with yourself of if your finances reflect the way that you so-called love your family. If you found this episode interesting, shoot us a like, comment in the section below, and subscribe to us, because we're going to be having a lot of content on this. And if you found this interesting, we definitely want you to be a part of that.